Conic sections come from different pieces of a cone that have been cut, as you can see here. So hyperbolas come from a vertical cut through two cones. That creates two U shapes we call hyperbolas. Then you have a slanted cut that is parallel to one of the sides. That creates the first one we're going to examine, called parabolas. Then you have a cut at an angle through a cone that creates an ellipse. If you go straight across the cone, parallel to the base, that would create a circle. Mrs. Pignon will address circles with you tomorrow. Today, we will look at parabolas. So let us begin. Parabolas take a shape like this, a parabolic shape, as you know it. But in this parabolic shape, you have a vertex, and it wraps around the focus. And you have a directrix that is equidistant from the vertex. You go distance from the vertex, the directrix is equidistant on the other side of the vertex. This length is called the focal length, and it is given by the variable p, which comes from the coefficient in front of the unsquared side of the equation. We will address this further in a minute. So, if you are taking your own notes, which you should be, mark that length is p, and also mark that length is p. So you should mark pp. Not to be confused with urination. We are not urinating here. We are doing parabolas. The other thing you should mark is 4p. 4p is the focal width. It will also become in front of the non-squared side of the equation. That is where we will find it. And it is the distance all the way across the parabola through the focus. Mark that 4p. Those are the terms you will need to know about a parabola. We will pull them from the equation, which we shall do right now. But first, we must address opening up, down, left, and right. If a parabola has x squared, and it is positive on both sides, well, you already know that opens upward. So it would look like that. My page has moved on me. How dare the... So going back, opening up if positive. If it is negative, it will open downward. You've already known all of this. So there's your 2x squared being positive. But what about y squared being positive when it's not a function any longer? Well, you can probably guess that when y squared is positive, then it opens to the right. If x squared is positive, I'm sorry, Silly me. If y squared has a negative, then it will open to the left. So to summarize, x squared and everything positive opens up. X squared and everything negative opens down. Y squared and everything positive opens right. Y squared and negative opens to the left. Now we begin. We will take apart the equations.